So guys, you might be wondering why was I not creating a new Warzone content. Now for 2 weeks I was playing with Champagne, and basically we were not creating more of an interesting Warzone content after I released the Season 3 Warzone video where we almost won with Silent Hunter and Champagne as well. Now we've been playing Battle Royale duos, and basically our gameplay was not so satisfying. I mean, we aspire to be more like Z-Lane or Huskers where we get double-digit kills, but then our skills were not so good. We met up with hackers, with sweaty players, with even our teammate turned out to be bots as well. And so now today I made a new approach, which is playing with randoms in Battle Royale quads, and these randoms are not bots, they are absolutely great players, and we were able to play at the final circle as well. Can you believe it? Up to the final circle. And don't worry, I almost got at least 4 to 5 kills, so I'm improving slightly a bit to get double-digit kills soon enough. And so I'm going to show you this new video where basically I came out with a new XM4 build. Now this XM4 build is basically going to be the next Season 3 or Season 4 meta. Now that the mid-season update patch has been released and applied onto Warzone, where they have actually balanced the AK-47, the CR-50 AMAC, even the ground loot Street Sweeper, which is horrible because it was basically erasing players from looting or even approaching with people. Even the AK-47 could even beat those players as well. And so using this new build, it's basically for further combat ranges. Now if you were to modify it for close to mid-quarter range, let me know in the comment section. I'll come up with a new video soon enough. And so I hope you really enjoyed this gameplay with a bunch of randoms, and I'm going to show you the build which I use for XM4. So here is the build for the XM4, which is currently close to meta level and viable. You could say viable enough for mid to close quarter range. So for the muzzle, I equip with the agency suppressor, which gives me a sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. But the downside is that the ADS speed and the aiming stability are greatly reduced. Then for the barrel, I go with the 13.7 Ranger, which has an increase of bullet velocity. So basically I am using this barrel basically to give a more wider range, more bullet velocity for basically for further combats and not on mid to close quarter. And then for the stock, I go with the Raider pad, which gives me an ADS firing movement speed, the aim walking movement speed, sprint to fire time, and the only con is that the hip fire accuracy is reduced. Finally, for the ammunition, I go with the Stagnac 60 round mag, which gives me an increase of ammo capacity and reload quickness, but it takes out the ADS time as well. But excuse me, that's not final enough, because we have another one that changes the basically the ADS for the weapon. If you remember that the barrel and the ammunition reduce the ADS, this helps us to increase the ADS time back to at least 10%, which is the Serpent Wrap. And so equipping that makes my ADS slightly more increased, basically when it was first reduced by the barrel 13.7 Ranger and the Stagnac 60 round mag. Now rounding across with it will be a Black Tie Affair blueprint for the Kar 98, which I do it with a Kar 98 build, and this time around I'm going with the muzzle, which is a monolithic suppressor, which is an increase of some suppression and damage range, reduces the ADS speed with 5% and the aim walking steadiness as well. And then for the barrel, I go with the Singard Customs 27.6, which gives me an increase of damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. And then for the optic, I go with the Sniper Scope, which gives me a zoom level, but the ADS is slightly reduced, but you do not notice the ADS speed reduce greatly enough. And then for the stock, I go with the F-Tech. Now normally people go with the STVOL Precision Chrome, which, you know, basically you don't even have to hold your breath in order for you to maintain the idle sway of the weapon. But I'm more concerned in terms of the ADS time, and this helps me to increase that. My aim basically is quite accurate enough. I'm comfortable with that, and so I'll go with the F-Tech Spot combo for it. Now this stock attachment is your preference, so you can go with the STVOL if you feel that your accuracy with sniper rifle, especially with the Kar 98, is not good as you used to be. And then finally, for the rear grip, I go with the stipple grip, which gives me an ADS speed and sprintify time speed, both of them increased, with leaving me an aiming stability. So this gameplay, I was playing tonight, and I was
objectives updated. Move to the next location.
With the players. So I'm gonna give you a commentary on the gameplay. So I'm collecting money right now, and
let's take it.
I'm letting my teammate know that he has a bunch of cash, and once I grab
loadout drop headed your way.
Fortunately, there was this public loadout that
next objective location.
I'm moving. Of the hangars over there, and it was
gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Me and my teammate basically get our loadout. So I picked the first loadout, which I made a mistake actually. I should not do it. I took in the SMG, which is the AT-10, and the LW3 Tundra.
Let's take it.
And I told my teammate to get, have the cash and get the ghost loadout so that I'm able to basically get the ghost. So that's when I had a ghost loadout with the XM4, the same build which I showed you, and I was lucky enough because I had that, and so I'll switch up with it, replacing the
loadout drop inbound.
So teammate bought it through the loadout, and I quickly get my ghost loadout really quickly. And yeah, so we basically going to use this loadout for the rest of the game, and we're gonna go over to the
losing ground,
which is somewhere right at the factory. So yeah, it's a new place in Warzone now, and yeah, go there right now, and I'll follow with my teammate there. So basically, teammate pops up really, and immediately we scan some players over here. We just spot on
friendly
some
UAV overhead.
Enemies crossing towards the hangar where we spot our first loadout. And yeah, I proceeded to mark it, but then I tried to look it on my sniper scope, and they're not getting it. I mean, that's a bad mistake. I shouldn't have done it, but I was looking through for quite some time, and yeah, they were out of sight at the moment. So I checked the police, and then I checked there, see if there are people over there as well.
Waypoint.
So fast forward, teammate actually took a bounty contract, and we saw the bounty nearby the factory. So I proceeded to help out my teammates. Now remember, this is a quads, and I do not know why the game spawned only 3 of us into. Teammate accidentally threw a grenade. I think it was just a mistake or something, and so I thought they were just near the police station. But what I didn't notice was that that guy was basically camping on the building itself, which is the tall, some sort of a ATC over there. I spot on him, broke his armor using the LW3 Tundra. Now,
heading this way.
The Cold War weapons, especially for the sniper rifle, were accidentally nerfed. They're gonna buff it soon, but it was accidentally nerfed. But I feel that it wasn't that affecting it.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
You might see me how I
Allied
take
cluster
the shot
strike inbound.
This player, where he will basically
marking rally point.
His armor broken fully now with the elbow. So I hit here and check the hangar basically to clear off if there's anyone there, and then I spot on my FOV. Thanks to my FOV. Look at that. I broke the guy's armor, which is decent. Contact because front. If you're using the HDR, definitely you would break the person's armor if you are aiming at shoulder to hip range. and so it wasn't that much of an effective with this nerf. But I break his armor, or I broke his armor, and now he's coming off. And tagged him again. Teammate tried to shoot him down, but he couldn't. And then another teammate decides to parachute well to Superstore. And yeah, I took out my heartbeat to check whether he went inside the Superstore. He was basically camping. There you go, his teammate is going down there. And we are going to go over here.
Contract time expired. We lost the target.
Beaming. And so I have to armor plate
head for the
myself.
safe zone.
And then, I mean, get
Contact front.
Safe. You lost the enemy trackers.
yeah. So I do see him crossing the road. There was another player.
Have eyes on.
Try to aim a bit. Broke his armor again. Sadly, it didn't work out. Someone just died here, so I took their cash. And yeah, we head on to the twin apartments. So now, teammate decides to buy the UAV, but we did not realize there were people on this twin apartments. And so what I did was basically bought a cluster strike and basically let them being pushed
Airstrike target marked.
towards us. So they start to come out. Try to beam him a bit, but then
Tango.
just a couple of shots. And then I saw another teammate. I think it was a glitch. He was just inside the gas. So I basically move over to get the guy. And teammate was the other. It was on the left side where the enemy basically fly over him. And he got killed. He got killed.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I was waiting for him to basically kill the guy because it was just only one person. Oh, he got down.
Mark the hostile.
Back. And then this teammate is down. And he leaves the game.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, basically he will leave the game. I was just beaming him, but then he wasn't breaking his enemies. It just breaks up as he goes on. And from here, I do not know how. I think he turned on his speed hacks and he ran over that far away. And I just saw him going towards the other side. That was quite fast. Yeah, that was quite fast. But yeah, I decided to not push this guy and move over to hospital. And then, you know, at the hospital maybe we could find some people over there. So basically I bought a UAV at the fire station. And yeah, I bought a UAV and just popped off with it.
Area recon coming up.
UAV entering the AO. Losing ground. Hell yeah. Grab that cash.
Scavenger contract marked.
Please, I just have a look here on this building. No one was there. So hospital. People were not there on the hospital building, but then I saw people crossing towards the burger station.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Saw them. Had a mark.
Tango.
And I did a trick, which was they were coming towards the buy station.
Airstrike target marked.
And so I
This is Striker
immediately
3-1, good cop. Back to inbound.
down the person. That's it.
Impact, no joy.
And then I check in the gas whether if they are running through. Oh, the guy killed him with the XM4. This building is absolutely amazing, man.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Disgusting. And then from then on, it's just the fight in I think near where Parkers, near there. But actually, I died to the hacker. I just saw me instantly and then sniped me through. But yeah, it's what it is basically. There was these people waiting on the tower, and they couldn't shoot us down completely because the gas was pushing at the same time. Quickly crossed the road. Proceeded to check on my right quickly. And then I did just a quick glance, and then I move over to fire station with our teammate. Teammate was just running. This teammate here was basically worried about his life. He had a lot of cash. He could buy I think he could buy a UAV, but he instantly didn't want to buy it. I do not know why.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. 25 are left. Stay sharp out there.
I mean, the Cold War weapons, when you want to mantle something, they will not allow you to mantle. One metal weapon is easily mantle anything.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
All into the boxes, etc. I think they have to fix that as well. It's a bit of an issue there. So went up, checked the fire station, make sure everyone is clear. No one was camping in these corners, because basically every single noobs I would say, is camping corners of fire station just for them to get into the final circle. So yeah, so basically this is what I do. If I go through some buildings, I make sure there's no noobs camping in corners as well. So this is where I sadly would die. Basically my teammate didn't even bother
Got gas moving
to
in.
see if there are people surrounding them if they want to take a shot, because you know there were also another team, which is the hackers team, trying to basically delete this enemy as well.
We should head for the safe zone.
So I ping this guy to let the guy
Have eyes
know. The guy just starts shooting people down. And then I proceeded to go into this garage, get something, and then waited for someone down there, and then there you
Rounds
go.
incoming.
He basically deletes me instantly. I tried to use the self-res quickly, and then teammate comes at the back, reses me quickly, and yeah, there you go. But they instantly knew where we are, and yeah, that was really bad. I should have rotated to the left side instead. Shouldn't have rotated to the right side. But then I died to those hackers. They instantly knew where they were. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. It helps the YouTube algorithm.
25
Subscribe.
remain.
See you soon.